What is up, Cowboys Nation? That's how you handle your business against an NFC rival. That's how you set the tone. That's how you get this defense to show up. They've been much maligned, justifiably so, but the defense played up. The defense played out, but this offense, let me just tell you guys, you got to be hyped with this offense. You got to be hyped when you're seeing CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens out there. Unstoppable. You got Jake Ferguson, multiple touchdowns again. Javonte Williams doing what he does, running the football, but the defense actually showed up, man. And it was great to see. It was lovely getting a nice Sunday afternoon win. And I said, you know what? I'm sick of being stressed out. I want to relax. By halftime, I want to be chilling. I want to maybe take a dip in the pool, sit in the spa, enjoy the second half. And today I was actually able to do that. So definitely much love to the Dallas Cowboys defense. You know, we've been giving them shit, and rightfully so, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. They were blitzing more. They you know, and I didn't see all the stuff, so I'm just going off the top of my head, but Shamir James was very active. Bland with the pick six. You saw Ezeraku get his first sack of the season. You saw Clowney get his first sack as a member of the Dallas Cowboys. It is definitely gets you pumped up. This offense, like I said, championship offense. We just need this defense to kind of do what they did today. Keep them in the low 20s, and this offense is going to handle their business, man. And I just, I love it. And yes, thankfully, I remember you, Andrew, from Wednesday, undefeated. You make sure. I need them there every week. We need to make that happen. If we got to do a GoFundMe, but you got season tickets, so I know you can make it happen. You just got to keep your ass at home and just send them there. But absolutely, yeah, Eagles, give you your love. Eagles played well. Jalen Hurts had his best passing game of the season, so definitely give him love. But this has got to want you to do something, but getting over Schoenbach helps. But yeah, it doesn't cure all, but it makes you feel good. So I'm not going to take the negativity. I don't want to hear the negative crap. Enjoy this victory because it's the NFL, man. And you know what? I'm going to enjoy every victory. I don't care who it's against, but this Washington Commanders team, they were ahead of us in the standings. Now the Cowboys, you know, we move into second place. I don't know what's happened to the Giants and the Broncos. The Giants were up a bunch, but then the Broncos came back scoring like 30 points in the fourth quarter. I think they took the lead. I'm guessing they got the win, but I think the Broncos ended up winning, which I'm glad. I mean, I want them to lose. I want them to lose, but let me turn these comments on for you guys, get you guys involved. But I mean, how you feeling? I mean, think about like when that first drive, I was, you know, like I've told Mark and I've told you guys on the channel, I could tell if the Cowboys got it going on or not. That first drive, first 5 minutes game felt good. I said, man, we got this thing, and I think we'll take care of it. So definitely a good feeling. And I didn't check in personally, but I had spies in the stadium checking on my man Paulie, who went with his father. He had my tickets because I made a bet and I owned up on it. So he went ahead. He took his dad to the football game. He left unhappy, like I told him he would. He left unhappy, but all kidding aside, Paulie, hopefully you had a good time, a good weekend. Anytime you can spend time with family and especially your father, there ain't no losers, ain't no sad way to go out. And I think Washington, they're banged up. I mean, hopefully Jaden Daniels is he's going to be all right. Looks like a hamstring, but hopefully he'll be fine. But definitely was a great weekend. And let's see, Broncos kicked the game-winning field goal. So Broncos come back, man, but they didn't look great. And that's what I'm just trying to tell you guys, man. Everywhere, you know, Wednesday, some guys, hey, the Broncos are legit. They're gonna take it to us. I mean, the Giants gave them all they can handle, and they don't even have any receivers. So the Dallas Cowboys need to go in confident into Denver. They hadn't beat Denver since I was probably in high school or just out of high school. It's been that long. So they need to make sure that they're focused and just they got to be in attack mode. And that's what I loved about the Cowboys today, attack mode. They were in attack mode all day long, and that's what you want to see. That's it. I mean, that's Dak Prescott at his best. When you get that running game going, you get Pickens, you get CeeDee, you get Ferguson, Turpin got involved, man. It's just they have got they've got to stay in attack mode, and they got to keep the rhythm. And we beat the brakes off them. Ain't no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that at all. And Cowboys can win out going into the bye. Absolutely. I'll be there for Arizona. When after the Broncos game. So that, we'll make sure we handle that. We'll handle that. BB's going to be coming back. Overshown's going to be coming back. It is going to be, these guys are going to be getting there, getting healthy. But hey, hats off to the guys that have stepped up. I'm going to be straight with you. There were some guys in the secondary today. I didn't even know who the hell they were. I had to do some double checks and do some investigating in the roster because, but they got opportunity. Some made the most of it. Hey, they held their own, dropping 40, giving up low 20s against Washington. We'll take that all day, every day. So definitely it's going to be a good victory Monday. It's going to be a good week. I'm going to be hitting the road a little bit, doing a little work on the road. So I'll be back in the Cowboys cave on Sunday. But we'll be doing some road shows, or hopefully we'll get some people filling in for me while I'm out. Good luck to Jimmy Dee. Jimmy Dee is out in San Francisco. The Falcons taking on the 49ers. And my son does what Uncle Cheech tells him not to do with the parlays. So he hit the parlay. He did the Eagles. He did the Cowboys. He did the Colts. And his last one standing is going to be the Falcons. So he's got the Falcons beating the Niners. I don't know about that. I think it's going to be tough on the road. The 49ers have been tough, but I think the Falcons can get it done. But he could turn that $50 into $700, or he can cash out. But I don't know what the cash out is. So it's going to be it'll be interesting to see. So good luck to my son. Hopefully the Falcons win, not only for you, but our main man, Jimmy Dee. So what are your guys' thoughts, man? How you feeling about this game? You get to see CeeDee Lamb and Pickens at full form, because you got to remember, before CeeDee got hurt, Pickens wasn't, he got some PIs and he got some deep passes, but I don't think him and Dak really had that confidence in each other. I don't think they had that rhythm, and they got it when CeeDee went out. Now CeeDee comes back and people are like, well, they're going to go away from Pickens, or how they're going to force feed CeeDee. And you saw the balance, both of them over 100 yards, big plays, opening it up for Ferguson, opening up that running game. Javonte Williams with just absolutely another great game this season. Good bounce back from Carolina. Offensive line did well. But really, looking at the defense, and see if I've got the numbers with me, and definitely want to give some shout outs and some love for, Murray with a sack, James with a sack, Clowney with a sack, Eziraku with a sack. So they had 4 sacks in that game. I mean, did they have 4 sacks all year? I don't know. All kidding aside, I know they did, but very active. And then you get Bland with the pick 6, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. I'm not ready to give up on Diggs. I know. Yeah. Look, I'm not giving up on Diggs. I don't like the body language. I don't like just the vibe I'm getting from him. He's a leader. He's paid like a leader. We need him to be a leader. So hopefully, I don't know his personal story of what happened and the concussion and he couldn't play. I'll take the man for his word. Something happened. Hopefully he'll be back next week. We'd love to have Diggs. I mean, I'd love to have Diggs playing at the Diggs level that we're accustomed to, being with the Cowboys. But, we don't want locker room problems, and we don't need, people who don't want to be here. So I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully he wants to be here. I want him here. I know most Cowboy fans want him here. So hopefully it all works itself out and he'll be back. Defense played good, and he did. I mean, that's what I'm saying is, like, give the Cowboys coaches credit. And, we beat the hell out of the defense, rightfully so. We beat the hell out of Flus. They've made changes. They look different. And what I mean by that is they took more risks. There was a lot more blitzing. They were doing man-to-man, and man-to-man was working a little bit better for them against Washington. Now, Washington was without some of their big receivers, so let's just, we got to call it down the middle and be fair about it. But I give them credit for making the adjustments and making the changes that needed to be made. Now, it's not a cure-all, but at least it shows that they can adapt to some of the talent they have around them. They can adapt to what they're seeing. And let me sit up a little bit and give them kudos for that. But at the end of the day, this team's going to go as far as the offense takes them. If this offense is rolling, they're going to be hard to stop. And you just need your defense to be decent. I mean, this wasn't the 85 Bears that was rolling out there today. They made, they gave up some plays, but they had some huge stops. And, they went after the quarterback, hit the quarterback. Quarterback unfortunately got, injured. So, hey, it's part of the game. No, I'm not, we're not going to cry about it. No one's going to give us tears if it happens to us, but it is what it is. It's part of football. But they were attacking. They weren't retreating. And that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And yes, no, he did. That corner blitz was nice. And that's what I'm talking about. When did you see a lot of this stuff? I mean, you saw James going in there. You saw Bland, blitz. You just saw more activity. And hopefully it's things to come. Hopefully it's things to come, but it's one game. But you know what? I'm going to love it. I'm going to love that game because anytime you beat Washington, if you're a Cowboy, is great. I mean, that rivalry to me is the biggest rivalry historically in with the Cowboys within that division. Washington, there was a lot of Washington fans there. I had feet on the street that was kind of telling me they were well represented. So there was a lot of tension in there. There was a lot of heat there, but that stadium was hyped up, and we shut them up and sent them packing. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Yeah, this is their third defensive coordinator. So, I mean, you're changing things a lot. But I would 100% Garland. I'm signing Pickens, and you say, well, geez, I mean, you got to pay him $30 million. I'm putting all my money in the offense, and I'm just going to bank. I'm going to bank that I can draft this defense, and that's what they got to do. If they were to sign Pickens, you got Dak locked up, CD locked up. You got most of that core offensive line all locked up. Ferguson locked up. They're all there. You got about a 3 to 4 year run of this offense being at a high level. Of course, you want to get Javonte Williams back, but if there's an odd man out, the running game is just kind of, that's just the way it is with that position. But if they can get him back at a good price, I would bring him back as well. Not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but I'm not waiting on Pickens. I'm going to try and get this conversation started sooner than later, because you go as the offense goes, and you just hope that you can draft this defense. And it's, money on the offense, depth on defense. I mean, that's what you hear. And I think the Cowboys are kind of getting that way from all their signings and what they've done. And again, you've drafted some defensive guys. They just got to pan out right. You need Overshown to be healthy. Revel, get him back. You got Carson at cornerback, young guy they drafted. Bland's locked up. The defensive line, that's kind of where it's at. Linebacker, Shamir James looks like he could be a solid NFL player for a starter contributor. You've got Overshown. So now you're looking at this defensive line. You got Nealon, right? You drafted Ezeraku. So you re-signed Osa. So you've got the pieces of a core defense. You just got to hit those first rounders that I'm getting in next year's draft. I'm going defense. And second round, I'm going defense, and I'm going to continue to plug away at this defense and see if I can build it through the draft quickly. But I'm not messing around with Pickens. I definitely want to sign him. He is a difference maker, and he changes this offense. You see what it does for CD, and you see what CD does for him. They complement each other very, very well. So definitely feeling good about this offense. The only thing that's going to stop them is themselves. And the only thing that can stop them is obviously the defense if they play really bad. But the defense can do what they did today. I'm feeling it. So I don't know about you guys, man. I'm happy. I'm happy. I thought Shoddy called a good game. I mean, we gave him a lot of criticism against Carolina, rightfully so, with some of the play calling, some of the situational play calling. But I thought they called a very good game. I thought Dak commanded the offense just like he would. I mean, he's playing it at MVP level, and they're back to 500. Now they got to get over 500, right? That's the key, and they're going to have to do it against Denver. And Denver, just that team, no matter who they are a thorn in the side of the Dallas Cowboys organization. We can't beat them. And like I said, it's been since the 90s, since the last time the Cowboys beat them. So, anyway, I may lose my bets with Kelly. I don't know what bets you had. Was it over under? Because I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm 5. We need 5 wins, man. 5, just like the championships, man. I need the Cowboys to get over 7.5 wins. I think they're going to do it. I think with this offense, it's like I said, even before the season, and even now, I talked about it last week. This offense is going to give them an opportunity. Second place in the division's good. Want to get a little bit higher. This offense is going to keep them in every game. It's going to give them an opportunity to win every single game this year. Now, the defense, if they're not playing on, that could be the problem, right? But that's why I say these guys have a puncher's chance. If the defense can get from 32nd and get to 22nd, I think the Cowboys can make a run in the playoffs because of their offense. If their defense can get hot, stay healthy, get hot, play better down the stretch, we'll see what happens. Again, it's one game. We're not going to give them a parade yet, but I definitely thought it was some steps in the right direction on this defense. And it's going to, yeah. I mean, this is a makeup. This is a makeup game because I think most of us had, when we did our little check marks during the season, before the season started with the schedule, this is one of the games most Cowboy fans had us losing to Denver. So this could be a makeup game. A lot of us, obviously, all of us had them beating the Panthers. That didn't happen. So this is a chance to make it up. A lot of people had them 4-2. Now, a lot of people had them. Some had them 4-3 after this week. Some had them 5-2. They're 3-1. So they are a game and a half off of kind of what I thought they'd be. So they got to make it up. They got to make it up. There you go. Jimmy Dee is out there. Wait, we need to make sure. I told you, if you weren't listening, Jimmy Dee, we got Mikey Schefter. He has got his parlay. The last game he's waiting on are the Falcons beating the 49ers. If they beat the 49ers, he turns $50 into $750. If the Falcons can't get it done, you lost my boy $50. So all the pressure is on you and these Falcons to get it done, Jimmy. I need you to get it done. And definitely a lot of luck for Jimmy. A lot of luck for Jimmy. We want the Falcons to handle their business. We don't like the 49ers. Just, that goes without saying. And hey, kudos. Thank you, Rick. Kudos to Jake Ferguson. He couldn't catch a touchdown all last year. He's got 6 and over 50 catches this season. He's on pace for over 100 catches, double-digit touchdowns. That is all pro level for the tight end. So he got paid, started out a little slow, like getting back from everything, but he is definitely finding his groove, and it makes a huge difference in this offense because, like I said, it's pick your poison. You got CD. You've got Pickens, you've got Ferguson, Turpin with a nice play that he had, nice catch out there. And that's what I see with him, making those big opportunity, those big plays. And then you got the engine of Javonte Williams, which is absolutely just crushing it, doing a great job running the football. So just wanted to pop in, man. I'm getting ready to watch Sunday night with Jimmy. Wanted to pop in, man. Love the Cowboys victory today. Enjoy it. Don't get all negative on anything. Don't let nobody bring you down because Cowboys win against Washington. Dominating performance on the offense. Defense, definitely, I'm not going to call it dominating, but they definitely stepped up and they showed signs of life and signs of what they hopefully can be. And I'm not going to tell you that Ultra, I can't believe anything you say because you had us losing 52-17. So your predictions in this channel are not very good. Your record is not very good. So we got to, and you also said, I think Texas was going to win the national championship and Arch Manning was going to win the Heisman to be the first pick in the draft. So you have not the credibility. We got work. You got work to do, Ultra, man. I love you, but you got some work to do with the predictions. We got to get that thing right. But definitely go Cowboys. I may not be live. Not going to be live on Monday. I may do a morning show, pre-recorded or something like that. But Monday, going to be traveling. Hopefully, we'll be able to get together on Monday. And hey, Miami is still in the playoffs. So Miami's still in the playoffs. And I didn't predict Miami to beat Louisville. Anyone who watched me said, I do not like Friday night games. I do not like Friday night games in college football. Weird things always happen, and Miami, that happened to them. So it is what it is, but McCain still control their destiny. They got so much in front of them. Your Longhorns, not so much. I mean, going into overtime against Kentucky, that's nothing to be proud of. So you worry about next season. I still got a season ahead of me. So love you guys, man. Thanks. Enjoy Victory Monday. I'll be talking to you guys soon. You guys take care.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.